पेट्रोकेमिकल इंडस्ट्री विच वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, जिस चीज को हम मद्देनजर रखेंगे, the sequence of equipment and the associated process can vary depending on the specific product. In EPC industry, what was there? आपका जो भी एक्टिविटी नेटवर्क डायग्राम था, that is actually based on the sequence of the activities. But here in shutdown, your sequence of equipment layout, जो भी आपका एक process है, that is going to define your shutdown maintenance planning schedule. Activity network diagram is going to define by sequence of equipment which is placed in your plant. This is going to help you a lot. So in EPC planning, that's actually a different thing. That is the sequence of tasks on site. So however, there is a typical flow that many petrochemical plants follow, especially generalized bhi hota hai, but actually किस तरीके से आपकी डिपेंडेंसी मॉडल बनेगा, दैट इज डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर इक्विपमेंट सीक्वेंस. हियर इज अ सिंप्लीफाइड एंड जनरलाइज्ड सीक्वेंस आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर इन दिस. ये देखिए, ये हमारा एक लेआउट कहलाता है. मैं अगली स्लाइड के अंदर भी इसको शेयर करता हूँ, जिसमें डिफरेंट तरह के इक्विपमेंट हैं, किस तरीके से प्रोसेस को थ्रू किया जाता है स्मूथ तरीके से, एक लॉजिकल तरीके से. हियर वी हैव PFD डायग्राम, प्रोसेस फ्लो डायग्राम. And here you can see feed tank, there is furnace, there is a column, and from column there is going to material into cooling tower, again vacuum pumps, there is drum, and then product tank too. But how to understand for freshers who are actually new to the shutdown industry, and they need to understand this thing before they are getting into the planning and control. One more concept I want to convey you people, that when there is first time installation, engineering, procurement, construction, commissioning of this work, that would be called EPC planning. That's why I recommend my students that you should go through EPC planning first, and then you should come into the shutdown management. And now actually this is in the running position. There is scheduled planning for company as per the manufacturer of this equipment. Okay, so we need to conduct maintenance schedule. That can be like after 2 years, after 3 years. That is actually depending on the frequency of shutdown. So now it is important to understand, if you have done EPC, then you will very fluent in understanding these things. Okay, how to install. Same way, those people who have come so far by understanding EPC planning, they can also develop their EPC project plan about these products. Now we are going to do maintenance, but you can also, as a sample project, you can develop like design. The first time actually I'm talking about. So that is the thing I want to convey you people, why shutdown management, and before shutdown management, to develop your base, to develop your foundation, EPC planning is important. So right now we have everything in our slide. So here is a flow for freshers to understand this process. Was feed tank. So there is raw material entry in the feed tank. Second is furnace. From feed tank, this raw material will be heated in the furnace, and then columns. And then this is actually process flow diagram. You can just have a look on it, and you can understand that how this layout is actually connected, functionality is connected with each other. Okay, product tanks, there is a cooling tower. So all these things are connected with each other. So it's actually to understand how equipment is working. This is product oriented knowledge, you can say. And it is important to understand, to get a view on these things, to understand maintenance types, how you can have activity network diagram. So to make you understand, if you want to develop EPC plan by this plant, the first time you are going to develop any petrochemical industry, so there you have to make few things different. You will develop or be involved with at least 3 documents at that time. There is process flow diagram, which I shared with you people, piping and instrumentation diagram, P&ID, and plant layout. These are the 3 important things you have to mention in your designing field. Process flow diagram is a deliverable developed by the chemical process engineer. Actually, this is going to help you understand your plant layout, your dependency of equipment, your functionality of your plant. And it is the representation of heat and material balance in a drawing. It will give the inputs for most of the specifications developed during plant design. So in EPC, you have to consider these things, but in shutdown, also keep these things with you. अपने पास ये सारी चीजें रखें. Why? Because you have to understand कि भाई मुझे किस तरीके से चीजों को आगे लेके चलना है. डिपेंडेंसी की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. So moving on to the next slide. सबसे पहले समझते हैं प्राइमेरा P6 में जाने से पहले, जब हमने ये चीजें काफी सारी अपने पहले 9 लेक्चर्स के अंदर भी कवर की हैं, लेकिन शटडाउन फ्रीक्वेंसी, ठीक है, शटडाउन फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या है? शटडाउन फ्रीक्वेंसी का मतलब आप इस तरीके से समझें कि आपका प्लांट है, आप एक पेट्रोकेमिकल इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हो, यू आर वर्किंग इन फर्टिलाइजर कंपनी और यू आर वर्किंग इन रिफाइनरी। देर इज वन फ्रीक्वेंसी कि आपका शटडाउन, आपका जो प्लान्ड मेंटेनेंस एक टाइम आएगा जब आपका प्लांट, आपका फर्टिलाइजर, आपकी रिफाइनरी को रोक दिया जाता है, शट डाउन कर दिया जाता है। तो वो फ्रीक्वेंसी 2 साल के बाद है, 1 साल के बाद है। ठीक है, यू गॉट माई पॉइंट। सो दैट वुड बी कॉल्ड shutdown frequency. Refers to how often a shutdown occurs within a particular industrial facility, piece of equipment, or infrastructure system over a given period of time. And plant shutdown को समझने के लिए 3 कट ऑफ डेट्स को समझना बहुत जरूरी है. इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड. Assume we have 2 years frequency of plant shutdown. अगर हमारे एक प्लांट को हमने 2 साल के बाद प्लांट शटडाउन करना है, तो मैं ये 3 कट ऑफ डेट्स आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ. लेट से आपका एक शटडाउन खत्म हो रहा है 31 दिसंबर 2022, और इसके बाद बाय अंडरस्टैंडिंग अगर हमारे प्रोजेक्ट शटडाउन की फ्रीक्वेंसी 2 साल की है, तो अगला शटडाउन कब आएगा? पहला शटडाउन हमारा इस डेट को खत्म हो रहा है, सो आफ्टर 2 इयर्स इट विल बी 31 दिसंबर 2024. अब इन चीजों को एज्यूम करते हुए आई एम गोइंग टू डिफाइन 3 कट ऑफ डेट्स. These are very important to understand if you want to become a planning shutdown engineer. In between these, we have to define the 3 cut-off dates. Plant shutdown job cut-off dates. After 6 months of previous shutdown, आपका 31 दिसंबर 2022 को जो एक shutdown था, I am actually referring it previous shutdown. Okay? After 6 months, जब ये shutdown खत्म हो जाएगा 31 दिसंबर 2022, after 6 months is June 2023. 70% plant shutdown jobs को must be collected. You remember, आपको याद होना चाहिए, हमने शुरू में एक फ्लो चार्ट शेयर किया था जिसमें डिफरेंट तरह के डिपार्टमेंट्स, रिलायबिलिटी, आपका ऑपरेशन, मेंटेनेंस, प्रोसेस, वेयर हाउस, मटीरियल वाले लोग आपस में मिलकर डाटा कलेक्ट करते हैं. सो 6 महीने जब आपका पिछला शटडाउन कंप्लीट होता है, उसके 6 महीने के अंदर अंदर 70% आपको नेक्स्ट शटडाउन के लिए स्कोप ऑफ वर्क कलेक्ट करना होता है. दैट वुड बी द डेट. The second most important is small project cut-off date. Okay, management of change or small project cut-off date. This would occur after 12 months of previous shutdown. Finalize the scope of work equipment change, motor changes, etc. So ये डेट एग्जैक्टली 1 साल के बाद आएगी आपके प्रीवियस शटडाउन के 1 साल के बाद. यू गॉट इट? दैट वुड बी दिस डेट. और इस डेट तक आपने कौन सा काम इकट्ठा करना होता है? आपने जैसे कि मोटर चेंज करनी है, कहीं पे इक्विपमेंट चेंज करना है, प्लांट के अंदर कोई आपने रिप्लेसमेंट करनी है, इस तरह के. और इसको क्या कहा जाता है? स्मॉल प्रोजेक्ट कट ऑफ डेट. फ्रॉम प्रोजेक्ट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड. जॉब इंटरव्यू के अंदर चीजें पूछी जाती हैं. द थर्ड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, प्लांट डिफेक्ट जॉब कट ऑफ डेट. और कैस्केड मींस शटडाउन एक्टिविटीज. अब इसमें कैस्केड एक बहुत लफ्ज यूज होगा, या इसका मतलब है कि आपने इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं छूटना. ईपीसी प्लानिंग के अंदर भी हमने देखा कि एक्टिविटीज को आपस में किस तरह से इंटरलिंक करना होता है. सो दैट्स हाउ वी आर हियर. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर विद यू पीपल Primavera P6 डैशबोर्ड एज वेल. तो here we are on Primavera P6. यहाँ पे हम एक नई फाइल सेटअप करते हैं, and here we are same like in EPC planning we have done, and here we are, and our EPS is will be energy, and I'm going to click next, and we are production to production. Let's say we you can call anything, shutdown, maintenance. Okay. Next, our this shutdown is going to start from So here I'm sharing Primavera P6 with you people, and I'm going to develop a new project file in using Primavera P6 for my shutdown. And here I know, as we all know actually, that how to develop this file by having EPC planning. So everything is same now doing in Primavera P6. So here I have to select one of the departments, and there is energy department relevant to my shutdown. And I'm going to write here that my petrochemical industry shutdown STO, and here is petrochemical. You can, okay, I will not go for the full name. And next, and this petrochemical is actually, I will make sure that how it's showing up here. So actually this window you have to proceed. Previously I have put up the names, and next, like this way, finish date you can define, no problem at all in shutdown, because it's like maybe December, and let me check. It's going to start from 15th of January, and okay, and it's from 15th of January to the 10th of Feb. Okay, so there is 10th of Feb. Okay, see, so it's actually that much lengthy duration oriented shutdown. Next, a responsible manager, no need at this moment. Rate type, no need. And congratulations, you have made a new project file. So again, I will be sharing with you Primavera P6, and we have created a new project file. Again, I will open up this where it is actually, this is here, petrochemical. Open, and the new project file has been opened up. This is actually already I have developed. It's not the same one. Let me check where it is. This one. Okay. So here you are surprised that everything is already developed. पहले से सारी चीजें हैं. So actually मैंने पहले से भी develop की थी. So I'm going to, this is our a new project file. Now we have to understand, we have this pre-shutdown WBS. We have to define each and everything in our pre-shutdown. But before having anything, I need to make our WBS. Three kind of phases are actually pretty, I'm pretty sure about those. Pre-shutdown, okay. Then shutdown work, as we have discussed already, shutdown, and then post-shutdown. Maybe industry to industry, these name can be in fertilizer, maybe they will be called startup plant and all that. So, but the philosophy is the same thing, post-shutdown, okay. So let me check. See, there is separator, just make it like this way. Okay, now I can check in activities window how it's looking over there. See, go into the file, refresh data. Okay, that's fine now. So if you want to check over here codes and all that, you know, from EPC planning, from group and sort by, we can go and we can just activate this option, apply. Okay, our codes are here. If you want to turn off, okay, I will go and I will make like this way. If you want to add any column, right now we don't need anything, but if you want to add, you know that you have to go into the columns के अंदर जाके सारा कुछ कर सकते हैं. So here again in the slides, जैसा हमने अपना layout देखा, I will share with you that slide in Word as well. Pre-shutdown के अंदर activity ID देख लें, PSP-01, finalize shutdown plan and schedule. Okay, that's fine. Resource required, duration 5, not 5 days. Okay. Uh, we will go into the hourly basis. Okay. Predecessor, because it's a first activity, that's why successor, everything is defined there. And then there is shutdown activities, and then there is post shutdown. Okay, so one by one I'm going to have these things. Pre-shutdown planning, okay, procurement of materials, safety training, equipment isolation. These four things will come under pre-shutdown planning. So I will, so pre-shutdown, I will go into the WBS here. This is actually pre-shutdown planning. And then the second WBS will be after pre-shutdown planning. What is that? Procurement of material and safety trainings. Procurement. See how it is actually different from materials. EPC planning, actually everything is same, but only the philosophy, environment of work, concept is differing from that EPC planning on the basis of our nature of work. Safety training, okay, because these are high pressure, high temperature jobs. Safety trainings. And then we have another WBS, which is electrical isolations, electric isolations, LOTO and all that. And again, I'll be sharing with you people this one, okay? Equipment isolations, not only equipment, huh? Make it sure, because there are certain types of isolations, and mechanical, electrical, pneumatic isolation, maybe it shutdown. Now we are going to make shutdown WBS into the further. This is shutdown feed tank maintenance. Now I'm relating it to the first PFD, process flow diagram, in which you can see that we have feed tank, we had reactor, we have general system inspection. So we have feed tank, reactor, and general system inspections in this scheduled maintenance. So here, feed tank, and then we have another one, reactor overhaul. Okay. And then the third one is general inspection system. I can move my WBS from here, huh? General inspection system. Okay. And now post shutdown, I will share with you the slide. And again, we are moving system integrity test, equipment recommissioning, system startup, production ramp up. This is the production ramp up, means you are going to produce, you are going to start up of your plant again after shutdown. System integrity test. Here we are going to system integrity test. Okay. Again, there is one, equipment recommendations. Okay. Your lesson learns and all that what you have gone through, recommendations, maybe some are worn out, we need to replace, so we can recommend that this equipment is okay for now, but in the next few months we have to change it. Equipment recommendation. And the third one is system startup, system startup, and then again production ramp up, production ramp up. And now you can see in activities window, just make it refresh one more time, and you can see that your next level breakdown for each and everything. You got it? So now, one by one, we are going to have plan shutdown, pre-shutdown planning, procurement of material. In procurement of material, you can further break pre-shutdown planning. You can define your milestone stages, that what you need specific. Okay. And procurement of materials, you can define your management, spare items, capital items, your bulk items. Safety trainings are the simplest ones. You can make linkage with your things. Equipment isolations, yes, it's very important before you are going to start your shutdown work. So how to make it, I will just explain each and everything. So sharing with you the slide again. So these are the next most important thing is utilities for plant shutdown to complete these work on Primavera P6. It's very important. What does mean by utilities? Utilities means electricity, steam, cooling water, compressed air, inert gas, process gases, and fluids. Every equipment on your plant, either it is reactor, boiler, furnace, feed, compressor, generator, there is something which is driving these equipment. There is electricity which is going to start up your compressor generators. These generator and compressors are going to produce compressors are driving your a lot of equipment on the pneumatically basis. Okay, हवा की बुनियाद पे जो चल रही होती हैं चीजें, स्टीम है, कूलिंग वाटर है, आपकी फर्नेस के लिए चाहिए, कंप्रेस्ड एयर होती है, इनर्ट गैसेस। तो ये यूटिलिटीज को समझना बहुत जरूरी होता है, बिकॉज आपके प्लांट पे होता क्या है कि जस्ट ये समझना नहीं होता दैट यू आर गोइंग टू मेक लेआउट। आपको समझ आ गई ये हमारा फीड टैंक है, ये हमारी फर्नेस है, ये हमारे कॉलम्स हैं, ये हमारा बॉयलर है, दिस इज आवर रिएक्टर, दिस इज गोइंग हाउ इट विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड। along with this layout you have to understand कि ये आपकी जो utilities है। okay, ये आपकी जो यूटिलिटीज हैं, दीज आर ओके। आपका ये कंप्रेसर पड़ा हुआ है, स्टीम है, ठीक है, आपका जनरेटर है, आपकी इनर्ट गैसेस हैं, आपकी कंप्रेस्ड एयर है, आपकी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है। एक्चुअली इट्स गोइंग टू गिव, ओके, सी, ये आपको कहीं ना कहीं पे आपके इक्विपमेंट को, ठीक है, ओके, अब इन चीजों को भी पीछे से कहीं से फीडबैक मिल रही है, ठीक है, कहीं से आपको इनको भी चलाना पड़ रहा है। तो ये जो आपकी यूटिलिटीज है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आई विल शेयर विद यू। मैंने पहले भी एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है और एक शीट भी शेयर कर दूंगा। दिस यूटिलिटी नीड टू बी अंडरस्टूड बाय प्लानिंग इंजीनियर्स, के भाई आपको कहाँ पे कब यूटिलिटी को ऑफ करना है, ठीक है। अब देखें, ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट शटडाउन। आपने स्कोप तैयार कर लिया, उस स्कोप की बेस पे इसकी भी तो मेंटेनेंस होगी। दीज यूटिलिटीज, ऑल दीज थिंग्स विल बी आल्सो मेंटेन्ड ऑन योर प्लांट। अगर ये खराब हो जाती हैं, सो यू हैव टू क्रिएट विंडो, जब इसकी मेजर चीज जिसके ऊपर ये चल रही है, ये यूटिलिटी जिसको चला रही है, अगर ये शटडाउन के फेज में जा रही है, तो उस टाइम के अंदर इसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। वी कैन हैव टाइम टू मेंटेन अबाउट दिस मेंटेनेंस, ओके। और इसी टाइम के अंदर जब हमने इसको कंप्लीट करना है, इसी टाइम के अंदर ये भी हो जानी चाहिए। फिर हमें कुछ यूटिलिटीज के कॉन्सेप्ट को इस तरह से समझना होगा कि हमें कुछ फंक्शंस मेंटेनेंस के करने के लिए कुछ यूटिलिटीज की जरूरत पड़ेगी, तो हमें उनको शट ऑफ नहीं करना। हाइड्रोकार्बन्स की पर्जिंग करनी है, लेट्स से कि बिफोर शटडाउन वी नीड टू क्लीन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विच इज कॉल्ड जीरो हाइड्रोकार्बन। अगर रिफाइनरी के अंदर जाए, सो वी नीड पर्जिंग, नाइट्रोजन हमें चाहिए ही चाहिए, सो वी नीड नाइट्रोजन सोर्स ओवर देयर। उसके पीछे जो उसका एक रिगअप हुआ पड़ा है, उसके पीछे जो एक रिसोर्स लिंक है, उसको भी हमें देखना पड़ेगा। सो दिस इज एक्चुअली दैट मच क्रिटिकल कि हमें यूटिलिटीज को भी मेंटेन करना होता है, एंड वी टेक एडवांटेज के भाई, अगर ये यूटिलिटी इस इक्विपमेंट को चलाने के काम आ रही है और अब इसका मेंटेनेंस का टाइम चल रहा है, तो ये तो ऑफ है, तो वी कैन शट डाउन इट एज वेल एंड वी कैन स्टार्ट एट पैरेलल टाइम। ये भी चल रही है और ये भी चल रही है, पैरेलल टाइम पे इसकी भी मेंटेनेंस हो जाए।